Today's video is going to help us with shortcut keys. Most likely you know or have heard of these mysterious shortcut keys. Maybe you know some of them, maybe you didn't know a few of these. And if you already use shortcut keys to a great extent, the one tidbit you might get out of today's video is about pasting plain text from what you copy. To start off with, here on our list we have some of the basic functionalities. The Control+V, paste. Control+C equals copy. Control+X equals cut. Control+B equals, let's fix that right now, bold, not cold. Control+I is italicize. Control+U underline. And then Alt-Tab equals say what? Yeah, we'll show you that one. So what's the difference between cut and copy? Well, think about it this way. If I copy something on a piece of paper, the original stays there. And that's exactly what happens here. Copy stayed there. I did a Control+C and it's copied and stayed. What about a Control+X? What does that do? Well, when I hit Control+X, it actually removes, actually as if we cut out a piece of paper and we remove that section. And then I can Control+V to paste it into another place. That's handy when you're wanting to move data, not just copy it. Some of these things you've seen before, but Control+B, that will bold that. Control+I will italicize. Control+U underlines. And if I want, I can go back. That one's bold. I can underline it and italicize it with those shortcut codes there. Now what about this Alt-Tab, you say? This is the one I use all the time. Have you ever had 100 windows and doing this thing where you have to minimize to get where you want to go is a little insane? So learn Alt-Tab. Go ahead and try it now. Hit your Alt button and your Tab button at the same time. You'll have your various screens that you already have and you'll see them all in one place. Now if you hit the Tab button again while holding Alt, so your Alt-Tab, you're still holding your Alt button, Tab, Tab, Tab. Now if I do that, I can go through all these and I can get to my Outlook and let go, and look at that. It takes me right there. Alt back, Alt-Tab takes me right back to my Word document. That's really handy if I want to Control-Copy, Alt-Tab over here, open a new email, come down and paste, and go back to I Alt-Tab back to my Word document, and I want to cut this, and I want to go back to my email document and paste it there. Isn't that a lot easier than poking around, minimizing, highlighting, right-clicking, and going to the function I want just to go and minimize and find documents? So there's one trick. What about this paste the original, or not paste the original font, but the plain text that I mentioned? Sometimes you might copy some really cool looking text, but you don't want that cool looking text. Or the formatting. A lot of times this can save us from the formatting issues that we might have. I can now come up here, right click, and you see these various options I have. If I come here to keep text only and I click this, you notice how it pasted check out this cool font, but without it looking like this cool font down here. Especially when you have formatting issues, try that. It'll save you a lot of grief. And there's some other, I'll tell you to always poke around and look for these options that you have here, especially when you're in Excel, because there's some really helpful ones that will help you with various text fields that you want to move around. So always look at those when you right click. That's really some of the most basic shortcut functions, and I hope that that'll be helpful for you. Practice with this, watch the video a few times, and look down there in the middle at the bottom of the screen. Every time I pushed a button, you'll see what I pushed, so hopefully that'll help you as well. If you can master these, you're going to be a lot happier through your day to day. Have a great one.